Yo, what's up, guys? I got to fill you in on the tea from the WNBA because it is boiling hot. Enes Kanter announcing that he will be joining the WNBA in the most viewed announcement video probably in social media history, 50 million views. Enes Kanter showing up last night at the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever game wearing a woman, adult human female shirt. He was sitting courtside, and that courtside seat afforded him some interactions with the players, and he got kicked out. An unbelievable moment. I mean, I guess totally believable moment. The WNBA was looking for a reason to eject him, and Enes Kanter was simply sitting in his seat. And one of the Chicago Sky players came over and started berating him. And ladies and gentlemen, now we know the full story. The response here is unbelievable. The WNBA is in crisis once again. Here's Enes Kanter spreading nothing but love and good vibes outside of the arena in Chicago, and did get in a little bit of a tiff here outside of the stadium. Chicago fans yelling.
You were sorry in the league. You were sorry in the league. Sorry ass. You were sorry in the league. You were sorry in the league. You wouldn't even do good in this league.
Got it. Okay, so we love to see that the male feminist, fuckboy archetype. This is like your class. This is exactly what you'd assume the WNBA fan would look like, right? This is like, there it is. That is perfect physiognomy. Anyway, Enes Kanter gets inside the arena. He stands on the court for the national anthem and puts his hand over his heart. Then he trolls at the women's restroom, said I had to go use the bathroom during halftime. But then it was this troll that went worldwide with Enes Kanter getting kicked out, and nobody knows exactly what happened here. But Enes Kanter finally has his response locked in on social media, and we are now hearing the full story. Again, as you can see here in the stands, it was raucous. Sophie Cunningham is bad at basketball and biology. Meh. I mean, it is Chicago, after all. Okay, so what's going on here? Head coach says it's a social media thing when it comes to the Enes Kanter ejection. We are now learning exactly what happened. We're learning that one of these Sky players went up to Enes Kanter and started berating him. Enes Kanter explaining this to the police, arguing before getting escorted out. I'm supporting women, and that is the reason why they are kicking me out. This is unacceptable. Listen to this.
I'm supporting women, and that is the reason that they're kicking me out. This is unacceptable.
Just a little bit more.
There he goes. Okay, so what exactly happened here? The Fever versus Sky game, it looks like it was a collusion effort between one of the Sky players, Natasha Cloud's her name, went out of her way to confront Freedom, and the ref does nothing to stop her. Instead, she calls for security. So we have, of course, the woke ref. We have a player that is walking over and insulting somebody in the stands, and then the ref calls for him to be ejected. Now, as far as I know, and I've been to many sporting events, when you buy a ticket, that is your right to heckle. You can sit wherever you want. You can say whatever you want. You are an American citizen. You can't interfere with play. You can't go, grab their towel or throw something at them. But you're allowed to say things inside of the arena. That's the point of live sports. Anyway, Natasha Cloud hit a bucket and then moved to her Enes Kanter publicity stunt. The Sky got outscored 32-15 afterwards. Cloud had cut the Fever lead in the third quarter. Then she continued her publicity campaign. She never scored another bucket. It's always women hating on other women, says Enes Kanter. I just got kicked out of the WNBA game for supporting women. Let that sink in, America. Look at that. Look at the numbers on these. Millions of views. Enes Kanter is winning. He has a new meme template. The memes are the most powerful. And ladies and gentlemen, he's now telling his side of the story. Enes Kanter told me what happened at the ejection. Sophie Cunningham shot a three. I put my hands up to celebrate. Natasha came back and started screaming at me and yelling. She's not going to sleep with you. That's what he said. And then here she is on Threads, because of course, to every trans kid or person, you are part of my community and tribe. You belong. You are loved. You are perfect as you are. You will always be protected by me. Okay, so got it. So this was like this was a complete and total woke publicity thing. Oh, it's grotesque. So she went after a fan, somebody who paid good money to sit in these seats. These seats can cost thousands of dollars. And she attacked the fan, berated the fan, and then said to the fan, like an insulting comment, "You're not going to sleep with her." And then this is how it all started. And then ran to her ref buddy to kick him out. It's rigged. The whole thing is rigged. Here's Enes Kanter explaining exactly what happened last night. WNBA nightmare continues.
Enes, what happened tonight?
What happened tonight? Good question. So I was literally out there. I mean, I'm a huge fan of basketball, a huge fan of women's basketball, and I was there to watch the game, and I was really excited because I'm a huge fan of the Fevers, and so I was just literally just there to just watch the game, and then first half went amazing. I was having so much fun with my friends and stuff. And then it was towards the end of the third quarter, and Sophie Cunningham shot a three, and I put my hands up to celebrate, right? Literally a couple position later, Natasha came back and started screaming and yelling and said, "She's not going to sleep with you." And I was like, I am not trying to sleep with her. I'm just here to protect women and support her. And then obviously after that, she started yapping and she started to walk towards me. And literally I just got up and then I was like, I'm just here to protect women and that's all, right? And then she started to yell. She started to use some very heavy language. She started to actually cuss. And I was very shocked that there were a lot of kids and there were a lot of teenagers was at that game. And I just cannot believe that she was just cussing and using those F-bombs in front of all these kids. And that is not, I mean, I'm sure like she's loved in Chicago and many kids and idolizing her and stuff, but that's not and a WNBA athlete should react, you know? And then anyway, and then after that, the security guy, came and then I was like, listen, you need to leave. I was like, can you please tell me why do I need to leave? They said, look, you just need to leave. And then they literally, I don't want to say they dragged me, but like they pretty much like pushed me to leave the gym. And then after that, I had a conversation with the police officers, which I respect a lot. I was like, listen, I was just there to protect women.